Good morning, my grade 11 students. Today is week 3 in the fourth quarter. We're going to continue our sociology session about religion. Earlier, we have been talking about education as one of the social institutions important for the individual and the whole society. Then we continue talking about religion also, and it's important about as a social institution. Today, we're going to understand more about religion and we're going to answer the essential question: why religion now and why the rise of fundamentalism happened in the American society. Until 1970s, scholars thought that as a science advanced, secularization would increase. So, what is secularization? It is the process of transferring objects, ideas, or events from the sacred realm to the non sacred or secular realm. I'm going to explain this. Secularization is al-almaniya, and many countries adopted this, especially Turkey is famous for this. Actually, referring to things, objects, ideas, and taking them away from the sacred to the non-sacred realm. So when there has been some drop in American religiosity, fundamentalism has grown dramatically in the last 30 years. So when people started getting away from religion, so fundamentalism movement started to get people back on track. Now we're going to analyze this table with lots of information about how the religious commitment changed in America from 1962 to 2007. How the religious commitment of American changed. So, for example, here to belong to a religion. So, what is the percent of Americans 1962 to 1965 who belong to a religion? It's 98% of Americans. So actually, like most of them. Actually, now the percent is 93. So it's decreasing. So religion is very important in their own lives. It's like 70% of Americans thought so in 1962. Now 2007, it's 56%. Finally, believe Bible is actual word of God to be taken literally word for word. 1962 people thought yes, it's 65% of the people they wanted to take it word by word. 2007, it's only 31% of the people who think so. So here, why religion now? The rise of fundamentalism. So the definition, we need to take notes of that. We need to study the definition of fundamentalism. Refers to a religious movement that believe their most sacred book or books are the literal word of God. Accept traditional interpretations of those books, stress the importance of living in ways that mesh with those traditional interpretations or cope with these traditional interpretations. So we're going to live in a way that are appropriate to our traditional interpretations of our religion. Now we're moving to the theoretical perspectives on religion by the sociologists. We have Durkheim, structural functional theory of religion. So we have three elementary forms of religion. So the first form of religion is the distinction between the profane and the sacred. Profane here, and you need to know the definition of a profane, represents all that's routine, everyday world that we control, understand, and control. Sacred consists of events, things we hold in awe and reverence that we cannot understand or control. The sacred things. So the second point is a set of belief. Religion is a set of belief about the supernatural that help people cope with uncertainties of life. Uh, Religion here helps you understand things that you're uncertain of, you don't know about. And number three, it's a body of ritual of practices, the things we do like prayers, like fasting, like helping the poor. Here, the functions of a religion, we go to the functions of religion. At the social level, religion gives the tradition a moral imperative. It helps the society get better. So, actually, we have some morals, and religion emphasizes the morals by giving it a religious imperative. So, it makes it obligatory. At the personal level, religion provides support, consolation, and reconciliation in times of crisis and need. And this is actually, in my point of view, is the most important function of religion. It gives support, consolation in times of difficulty, especially times we're going through right now in the epidemic of the coronavirus. People are dying, people are sick, people are afraid. Actually, it's the right time for everyone now to go to religion and seek consolation using religious texts or prayers at this difficult time. We're going ahead now with a theoretical perspective on religion, Marx, and beyond the conflict theory. So, how religion sometimes can be in conflict with society. So, Marx saw religion as the opiate of the masses, and he thinks like maybe the government could use the religion to soothe the anger of the masses or let them accept their poor conditions using the religion. Modern conflict theorists are more interested in how religion may act either to express or repress class and ideological conflicts. Like a lot of conflicts cannot really be resolved with logic. If you refer to religion, you might end any conflict if you use religion rather than logic or ideology. So, focus on the dialectic, the contradictions between existing institutions that lead to social change. Social change can foster change in society's religion. Here, and we have another theory here, the theory of Weber. He thinks religion as an independent force. Weber combined ideas from the structural and the conflict perspective. So he thought it could be religion could be functional, helpful, and also could have or cause conflict in society. Changes in religious ideology can stimulate social change, and charismatic leadership, influential people could lead in any society. And Protestant ethic, the belief that work, rationalism, and plain living are moral virtues, idleness and negligence are sinful. So actually, here he thinks like some of the religious ideas are fruitful because actually they come from a moral background, so they are useful anyway, so we can use them to improve our society. The tension between religion and society, each religion confronts two contradictory yet complementary tendencies: the tendency to reject the world and the tendency to compromise with the world. So, actually, some religious groups tend to reject the world and just focus on the afterlife or the virtues they need to do to be rewarded by God later in the afterlife. The tendency to compromise with the world, how to live in the world in the best possible way. So, tension between religion and society here, churches, religion organization that are institutionalized have endured for generations are supported by and support society's norms and values. So they actually churches support the norms and the values of society. They have become active part of society. So we have the stated church, we have the denomination, we have the structure and function. The state church strongly supported and mandated by the government. The government supports it. Denomination, a church that accommodates the state and other churches related to separate states. And structure and function, formal, bureaucracy, hierarchical position, official, creeds. And that's enough for today. I hope you take notes of the definitions. You have an idea, try to understand as much as you can. Please underline any word that you don't understand. Please search it, and mind the definitions. They are the most important ideas, and try to compare the current religious institutions to the American institutions. They have churches, we have also churches and mosques, and how they influence the Egyptian societies. And that's what we need to do for this week. Thanks a lot, and stay safe and stay home. Thank you.